And hello, this is literally take like 11. I can't believe how long. This is the video that refuses to be made. Let's see if it will go this time. If I can stay on topic. I've been going off on tangents like horribly. And I've got two things for sure I want to cover. That's just how this journey's going. And this is the kind of stuff that happens. It's going to go by. It's going to be loud. It's probably going to be 10 fire trucks. So, and this mic's going to pick it up. All right, they're coming for us. All right, what? Hide in the bushes. All right. Oh, lucky, he didn't see us. Oh, all right. Okay. So do something with that little time, that space. As I'm another minute in, that's not a good sign. So let's talk about me. Where I am in this journey. Masking is an issue that I want to sort of bring up because it's been on my mind a lot. Oh, God, gotta run, back in the bushes. I will save this tape. I will save this tape. I will not do take 12. I will not do it. I'm going to have my first meltdown on tape. Unfortunately, it's kind of a main drag out here, but all day it's been quiet. So, you hate me, don't you? You really do. You hate me. Oh, all right. 2 minutes in, and back to me, and back to what I want to do. Okay, masking is the topic, and reason it's important is it really is what masking is to me is the way that we perpetuate the false image, that we project this false image. And to do that, I mean, it's I think one of the differences between people who are diagnosed early and know they're autistic and deal with the issues of their traits, and those who don't know and don't know what they're dealing with, is that and it's like now I can make a decision when and where I want to mask, or if I need to. Before, when I didn't know anything about the autism, I was flying by the seat of my pants. From a childhood on, and you just do what kind of works. You do, it's crazy. It really is. And looking back on that, and trying to unravel that twisted knot of, loose ends, and that's you just kind of, because it's everything. It's your whole life you were doing that. It's not like, I made a mistake here or there. It's like, and I don't call it as a mistake. We didn't know any better, but it still had the same effect that masking does. And it is I've talked with a number of people, and the experience is extremely common as far as what we go through. Tim, do not get up there by the computer, or you will be in trouble. What do you say to a cat, right? Don't get up there. He knows no, though. He's like, what? But you're not looking. I'm looking, right? I'm looking. He can hear me. He knows exactly when I'm talking to him. Anyway, so between cats and the complete emergency service crew of my city going by, back on topic. So masking is an extremely important issue for people pre-diagnosis and post-diagnosis. And it sort of leads me into, see, I'm 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and it leads me to, let me see if there's anything else about me I want to talk about. Well, I guess I can sort of mix these two. Equipment-wise, I'm just about done as far as ready to have a workable, mobile video system. I'm going to probably do a video on my video equipment, which is going to be hard because how do I videotape the camera? A mirror. A mirror. Okay. What I want to talk about too is I'm going to lead it in with this, that I think one of the things that neurotypical people do not realize is how little autistic people know about themselves. How little is known about autism. I can tell you, trying to lead a life of self-examination, it is literally just like trying to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I mean, because if you only have yourself to compare yourself to, it's hard to get any kind of contrast. It's hard to get any kind of understanding of yourself that you can start making corrections. I mean, that was, I think, why the piece of, it's autism. Okay, so that means that I'm doing this because this is the way my brain processes it. Now, I mean, then you can work with that. But when you're like, why did they do that? Or why is this situation happening? Then it's like, well, it must be me. Because, you know what I mean? And it's just it's a really difficult thing to do, is to self-examine. So we don't, we have a lot to learn about ourselves as individuals and the development of our community. I think I went on to this in one of the previous videos, but it's everything is set by how a person perceives their world. I mean, a whole community, a whole society is based upon those perceptions. And look at different cultures, the different traditions and things, and they all it all goes back and forth. I mean, traditions affect the culture, affect the person affects the tradition, affect, the culture. But here we've got an autistic community. We've got autistic people that don't really understand themselves because they've been trying to be something else. And then we're now starting to go, okay, so really it's not like this really wild, crazy thing that I want to rock. I mean, because it makes me feel good. It helps. I mean, it's like yawning. It's like sneezing. It's like it's getting rid of an impulse that my body's got, or tension or whatever. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. There isn't. Yeah, well, neurotypical people don't do it, but they do other things. They do other stimulations, and, we're all dealing with our neural system the way that we deal with it. And just because ours is different doesn't mean the way we're dealing with it is wrong. And that's what we have to learn as individuals. That's what we have to learn as a community, so that we're projecting who we are, and that people can understand who we are. I mean, the people that are not in our community, that don't have autism, can then start seeing not a consistency in the sense that we all need to act the same, but you see what I'm saying? That's why I think this is so important. This leads me into this article or this this description that one of the members at ASD Village wrote. And I've got permission to read it as soon as she does all the corrections for it, and it's in the form that she said it's finished. And she's also agreed to not come in literally physically, but either auditory, we can leave patch her in, I can talk to her here and you can hear her, or possibly I can set it up so that we can get her doing a video conference over Messenger or something, and I can put a webcam on that, record it, and then mix the two in post-production. So that's going to get coming up, and I can't wait to share this. It's deep. It really is. It was there's a part of me, I've got an area in me that all of this, there's a button, I'll put it this way, that can be pushed, and it's not like it used to be. It used to be out of nowhere, I could be just sobbing and crying. I mean, I did it at the doctor's office when I was just going to even tell him about what was going on. I mean, I broke down, and it lasted about 2 seconds. And I mean, you go from tears and sobbing, and 2 seconds later, you're recovering, and you're just saying, sorry, this is But that button gets pushed every once in a while, and this article that she wrote started pushing that button, and that button gets pushed. It's just that And I hope that button never goes away, because those are feelings and things that I always want to remember. And I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget them, but it's a part of me too. It's part of my life. I'm not trying to distance myself from what I was. As a matter of fact, I'm embracing that too in a way. It's all part of this journey. So here I am 10 minutes over, which is a little bit better. So I've covered basically where I'm at as far as my journey and things I'm dealing with. And I think I'm going to end it there, because there's no sirens, there's no cat. My batteries are still going, which have been dying on me. So thank you for joining me, and I sincerely thank you for all of you that have subscribed. I hope what I do warrants more people joining and wanting to see what I'm doing. And one of the things I did want to add, now I'm going to mess it up. One of the things I did want to add was that I joined the board at the Autism Society, and it's going to open up some opportunities. Even just telling them about the video equipment, people have agreed to let me do interviews with them, and it would be about their experience with children, that are autistic, and ask them questions about, just all things. I mean, I think it'll be interesting things for all of us. And this is really a channel I want to be equally supportive and of both neurotypical and neurodiverse. I'm trying to help bridge that gap. So anyway, that took another 2 minutes. Whew. Thank you again, and I am looking for my button here, and I will talk with you all again here soon. Good day. Good night. Actually, it's late.